Hi, my name is Abdulrahman, and today I'm going to talk about a very interesting topic, which is communication. Of course, communication is a very vital subject, so let's be more specific and talk about the history of communication. The history of communication is very interesting, but a lot of people doesn't know what is it, although it's a daily need for them. In fact, it has always been a daily need for everyone to communicate. So let's go back and find out how did it start. It started with carving in caves. Carving in caves was very important at that time to notify people of the available food and also to warn them of possible dangers around the area. These carvings actually made for the current murals we can find in museums and traditional places. This was quite helpful, but not a lot in long distances, so they decided to use the smoke created by fire. It was quite helpful, but they soon realized that it's not a real progress from the cave carving because it was a blind sign. If anyone want to really know what it means, they have to just go to the place where it was to find out what's happening. But with that being said, it was still a very important thing to ask for help, and until this point, actually, it's a way to ask for help. But after that, the carrier pigeons was discovered, which was a big discovery because it was one of the first ways to send messages, aka to communicate from afar. These pigeons are quite reliable for the most part, but not really because sometimes they could send the messages to the wrong places, or the weather conditions could ruin the message. Which is where the Pony Express came to shine. Pony Express is a horse ridden by a man who knows exactly where he's going, carrying the messages and protecting them very well. So it was a very reliable method. Not too long ago, telegraphs was invented, and it was one of the very outstanding creations at that time. It used to work just like how phones are working now, in a way, not really, but similar to them. But the main issue with it is that if you really want to send a message, you have to visit a specific office and also pay for each letter you type, which was quite expensive if you really want to send a long message. With that being said, speaking of phones, it was the last era we are in right now. It's called the satellite communication. So, of course, it started with the satellite communication started with like radios and televisions until it reached to phones. So, how do you find the history of communication? I find it very interesting myself, and also we have to mention that it developed from nothing and it is still developing. I hope you liked it, and thank you.